What's up, everyone? I found these unicorn Kellogg's, actually, magic cupcakes, a cereal. It's all natural flavoring and everything too. They are limited edition, so I figured why not buy some, because I'll never be able to again, possibly. You get to color the back, which is just too much fun. I'm gonna have a lot of fun coloring the back of this. So I wanted to make a video of me making the cannabis magic cupcakes out of these. All you need are the simple ingredients that I have here. The unicorn cereal, Kellogg's limited edition, magic cupcake. Mini marshmallows, they just melt faster. You can use jumbo ones if you have them. I buy these also because it's 16 ounces and I have gotten my recipe down to where I need exactly what you see here instead of having to fuck with anything. So we have also some coconut cannabis oil made specially by Rooster. And I'm going to just throw those into this pot. I use the lid because it helps the marshmallows melt faster. After we melt the marshmallows, we're going to throw the cereal in, mix it together, then we're just going to pour it in this pan. You do want to use Pam or some kind of non-stick, whatever you want to use. Where in the heck is ours? Interesting. Well, looks like I'm going to be using some kind of butter. Actually, got a better idea. Just going to prep it with some of this oil. Because it's going to be in there anyways, right? So I'm going to move the camera. Bring this over here to the pan that I'm working on. Adjust the camera. Boom. There goes the fail-safe shig rig that I went. Caught it with my foot though, so it's all good. It's all good. You guys will see the shig rig video after you see this one. I'm gonna grab one of those rubber bands that I mentioned I was trying to use. It's safe to make this more safe. So that way it doesn't just want to fall like it just did. Cool. So I'm just going to rub some of this with our handy tool along the sides mainly. A little bit on the bottom. It just makes life easier, you know? You could definitely, do this without the prep if you wanted to. It's just so much more difficult to get the treats out of the pan. Even in a non-stick pan, still just difficult. You don't need to go very high. I went a little bit too high right there first because, well, it just depends on your batch, I guess. But since I'm only doing a single batch here, I definitely don't need to go to the top here. So I don't need to use as much coconut oil, marijuana infused coconut oil. And again, it's okay that we're putting some in here because it doesn't matter. It's all going in there anyways. So I'm gonna leave this right here for now. Can you tell I had something? I'm going to go ahead and throw this on the stove, move the camera. Grab all our goodies. Our stove is special, so we get to light it like this. Ooh, isn't that fancy? Don't you wish you had to do that every time you lit your stove? I know you wish you did. So we obviously throw marshmallows in first. Always. And then right after the marshmallows goes the coconut oil. First time I made these, I used, Jif, and it didn't really make much of a difference at all. So I just get my local store brand now. You just plop it all in there, the whole thing. Make sure you get, as much as you can out of the jar. You're never gonna get all of it. So that's pretty good. And then I just like to disperse it throughout the marshmallows. Start getting it towards the bottom. Make sure that all the marshmallows have it on them. It avoids them sticking to the pan ever. And I do that because I'm going to throw the lid on it. So I'm not going to be stirring it as I am waiting for them to melt. Someone on YouTube who's rich enough should make a stove and pots and pans where this sets down and you turn it in and it locks in, and then you can fucking go ham at this shit. But you know what? I can't, because somebody hasn't made that yet. I thought about that when I was like 13, the first time I made fudge. God, what a pain in the ass that was. Always takes 2 people. Alright, that's mixed up pretty well. I'm going to throw the lid on it real fast. Doesn't take long for this to melt at all. I'll put timestamps in this after it's done, so that way you can skip watching the marshmallows melt. But for those who like to watch marshmallows melt, let's get this a little more lined up for you guys watching those marshmallows melt. We'll even bring this down a little bit. $8. Can't go wrong. Thrift store, guys. This tripod is too good. Okay, we're gonna do that. As we do that, I'm going to open up the box of cereal. Man, look at those. It's like Oops All Berries. They definitely smell like magic cupcakes. That's for sure. There's hardly any blue in there. It's mostly red. I like purple the most, but Alright, we're gonna open it right here, so that way you can smell it through the camera. Ready? Oh yeah, take a whiff of that, camera. Oh yeah. Oh, You smell it? It smells really good. God, it smells like I shouldn't eat, but I'm gonna eat the whole thing. I really wanted to just eat the whole box. It kind of actually smells like Play-Doh in the background. Okay, now that I've mentioned Play-Doh, it heavily smells like Play-Doh. Okay, this is definitely not as good as I thought it was gonna be. Well, we'll see. Haven't eaten it yet. God, it smells like Play-Doh. Gross. Okay, so we're gonna set this aside. It'll be ready. You marshmallow watchers are watching the marshmallows fog up. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this back up because it's about time for me to stir all this together. It takes no time at all. I mean, it's pretty simple. Reattach my little shenanigig. Alright, we're good. Rubber band's clutching. Just making sure my phone doesn't fall. Okay, let's refocus. I'm gonna go ahead and take the lid off this. Start giving it some stirs. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at the whole bottom of it. I like to squish them down as they start getting melted like this. Just helps them mush together better. sure you always fold to get everything going. You always make sure you fold when you're baking. Folding is your life. Except when you're left-handed, it's just so hard. Life is so hard when you're left-handed. Alright, those are pretty well melted up. There's only a couple of little solid kind of guys in there. I wouldn't even call them solid. Still have their structure. Blech. You put the Play-Doh in the Play-Doh and you put some weed in it. This is where the folding is most important. And while it's in the pan, you'll notice that you could take all the marshmallow that's melted at the top, or bottom, up to the top, and it'll just melt right through the cereal. And it'll just go straight down and mix it up really well. And that's pretty mixed. I don't see any dry spots. I don't see any huge chunks of marshmallow. I really wish I had a stove that locked. That rich guy, I hope that you see this video soon. I hope you're just bored and you're like, man, looking for your next idea. Boom, this guy just got it. Fucking stoves that lock in with their pots and pans. That's a 2-for-1. Not only are you going to be selling these fucking stoves, you're going to be selling the people the pots and pans. They have to get it if they want it to lock in. Obviously, they can cook with whatever they want, but I mean, if you want that fucking feature. Alright, guys. Quick little shift over here. This is where it helps to have another person in general, but you know, you get used to it. I always try and make it as even as possible. It's always really hard to just get it even. Normally when I cut it up to eat some, I weigh it out and I'll make sure it weighs the same. Like I'll always weigh out like 60 grams or 80 grams of my my cereal treat. And that's about how much I'll eat. I don't know what the potency is of what I've got here, you know what I mean? All I know is that if I eat 2 of these things, I get too high. So, and that's when I eat them at 80 grams a piece. So 80 grams in weight seems to be fine for one. The total cost here is not really too much either. If you wanted to buy some of this coconut oil off the shelf at like a shop that sold some, a dispensary, then it would probably be around $35 to $50 for depending on the place. You know, if you're in LA, it's probably going to be more than that. But now we gotta get some Saran wrap and make sure the tripod doesn't fall over. All right. I'm gonna lick this friggin' thing clean. I mean, the marshmallows are always gonna be good. But I'm not gonna lie. It tastes kind of like Play-Doh. The cereal does. Marshmallow. Weed. And it's vegan. Except for the cereal. I mean, the coconut oil is vegan, so you can put it whatever you want. It's pretty good. Mm-hmm. If you like Play-Doh, buy this cereal. If you don't like Play-Doh, fucking do not buy this cereal. It tastes like Play-Doh. I feel like I just wasted some weed product. But, you know, it's gonna get me fucking to bed when I want to. And so, if I gotta eat some Play-Doh before bed, I guess I'm just gonna eat some Play-Doh before bed. It's not a big deal, I guess. You know, give or take. Oh, what is this? Why was that even in there? Alright, here, I'll make sure and change the video over so that way you can watch me struggle with cling wrap too. Life of a lefty. Ah, you motherfucker. That was like the closest I've ever been to not fucking up ever in my life with cling wrap. Almost got it on video. I've been so excited. And I'm not too worried about like the sealed part of it. I just don't want dust or cat hair because we've got cats here. I don't want cat hair getting into it. Nothing like that. If somebody sneezes, I'll know that my stuff is safe. All right. There we have our finished marijuana edibles. Magic Cupcakes, limited edition. Kellogg's provided this Play-Doh cereal for all the children to remember. Play-Doh is not to be forgotten.